Hello everyone and welcome back to my Bold and Beautiful 29 YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Hope will face some horror over Liam while Kelly fears for her daddy. Brook will also make a modeling boob. Steffi will hope for a phenomenon now that Liam is flatlining at the sanitarium. It looks like Dr. Grace will manage to get Liam stable, but exigency surgery should follow. Hope will ultimately get updates on Liam's medical extremity, so that news will surely rattle her. This could be enough to make Hope decide she wants Liam back if he'll just pull through and wake up. It's easy to imagine Hope making a speech about her desire for a reunion at Liam's bedside. Of course, we can't forget about Kelly, who's going to need plenitude of support once she learns Liam's in the sanitarium. Steffi and Finn may shield Kelly from most of the details, but that wouldn't stop her from fussing about her daddy. Bill will also find out about Liam's surprise hospitalization, so guilt will hit hard when he realizes Liam was in torture at the manse alone. Despite all the pressure between them, Steffi may get Bill's gratefulness for coming to Liam's deliverance. Over with Luna, she'll come decreasingly determined to steal Will down from Electra. Luna will open up to Sheila about her plans and maybe seek some guidance. At Forrester Creations, Brook will slip some lingerie and plan to model it for Ridge, but it'll be Taylor who catches her wearing the meager little number rather. In the design office, Cleric will blast Carter for how he treated Hope. This sweepstakes will snappily get out of hand since Deacon will use karate moves on Carter, who'll defend himself as a physical battle breaks out. Luna may try to use the Spencer family extremity to her advantage. Maybe Luna will work to pull Will closer by assuring him over Liam's condition. Still, trouble could be brewing if Steffi eventually points the cutlet at Luna. Since no bone knows what happened to Liam yet, Steffi may suspect Luna had commodity to do with Liam's head crack. It may take some time for Liam to awaken following his intracranial hemorrhage and treatment, but there could be a twist once he does. Will Liam wake up allowing he's still a wedded couple with Steffi? The show's been fastening on Steffi and Liam's ever bond, not to mention she was the bone who saved him at Bill's place. Liam and Steffi indeed closer if he's confused about her being his woman again when he regains knowledge. Whatever the case, Dr. Buckingham may make some prognostications regarding Liam's recovery and any challenges that could still be ahead of him. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers say the coming 2 weeks will bring some big story developments, so stay tuned. Finn and Kelly returned home from the sand, agitated for her spin with Steffi and Liam. Kelly was thrilled about spending the day with her parents, but as time passed, they grew anxious, wondering where Steffi and Liam were. The detention was caused by a more serious situation than they could have imagined. Liam, who had been injured, plotted to recapture knowledge. He ultimately tried to get help but collapsed outside Dollar Bill's manse, bleeding from a head crack. Steffi set up him and incontinently called 911, rushing him to the sanitarium and into Dr. Buckingham's care. The croaker delivered the ruinous news that Liam's injury was life-hanging, and Steffi was left in shock, unfit to hold back her gashes. Meanwhile, Hope commended in Cleric that she was still hurting from Carter's treason after he chose the Forresters over her, despite her support during the achievement. Hope also felt let down by Brook, who had sided with Ridge. Hope reflected on how everything sounded to fall piecemeal after she ended her marriage with Liam, believing that her own conduct had led to the dissolution of her family. Feeling misplaced, she questioned who she could trust. Cleric, wanting to help, promised to support her moving forward and offered her get that room in ready for her and Beth pronto. Hope accepted, eager to spend further time with Fenn and Logan's side of her family. Meanwhile, Brook was championing for Hope during a discussion with Ridge. Still, Ridge refused, stating that Hope hadn't shown guilt for her conduct. Despite this reversal, Brook tried to seize a moment with Ridge, believing there might still be stopgap for their relationship. She took a step closer to him, expressing how much she missed him, but Ridge remained silent, leaving Brook uncertain about where they stood. Pressures continued exploding at the Spencer manse when Liam and Bill engaged in a heated battle. Liam indicted Bill of abandoning his core values by placing Luna above his own children. Bill, in turn, advised Liam not to suck. the hand that fed him, averring that Liam wouldn't risk losing everything. But when Liam stood his ground and hovered to ramify ties, it caught Bill off guard. Point 2. Their fight escalated when Liam refocused out that his father's dispassionateness had formerly driven one son down, left another with his mama, and only he remained slightly holding on. Bill didn't take the review smoothly and fired back, dredging up Liam's own once miscalculations and failed connections. He reminded Liam of the damage he'd done and stormed out of the manse. The battle left Liam so shaken that he collapsed moments after Bill left. Away, Hope sought comfort from Deacon at Il Giardino. Still reeling from recent backstabbings, she set up solace in Deacon's unvarying support. He offered her a place to stay and pledged to stand by her side, no matter what. Meanwhile, Brook leaned on Katie, expressing concern about Hope's state of mind. Though Katie tried to assure her, Brook remained unsettled by her son's bitterness. Relatively honestly, it's time for Hope to snap out of it, but that's a with Brook may not see come true anytime soon. Back at Forrester Creations, Steffi embraced the quiet in Hope's absence, while Ridge expressed frustration over Luna's continued freedom. Steffi confessed she still watched for Liam, despite everything. While she did clarify this was just co-parenting, fellowship, and history, her words said further than she realizes. At the Spencer estate, pressures exploded between Liam and Dollar Bill. Liam was furious that Bill allowed Luna back into his life after all the chaos she caused. Bill defended his conduct, claiming Luna wouldn't have been safe in captivity. Liam challenged this reason, arguing that Luna's freedom now posed a threat to everyone differently. The battle escalated, and Bill lashed out, unintentional to hear any review. He claimed he'd done the right thing by helping Luna and advised Liam to back off. Despite Bill's fury, Liam stood his ground. He wasn't willing to be silenced or brushed away. When Bill hovered to fire him, Liam beat him to the punch and abnegated. Meanwhile, at the Logan house, Brook tried to ease into a discussion with Hope, but her son wasn't in the mood. Hope was overwhelmed after losing her job, her fashion line, and her relationship. She reminded Brook that she, too, had been affected by the achievement, especially by losing Ridge. Away, Sheila tried to put Electra in her place before leaving her alone with Luna. Predictably, a battle broke out between the youthful women. Electra shoved Luna during the argument, but Luna kept her countenance subsequently. Electra stormed off while Luna still began conniving her coming move. Sheila latterly sought comfort from Deacon, who was emotionally drained by everything going on with Hope. At Forrester, Will commended in Katie about his mixed passions over Electra and Luna. Although Electra wasn't ready for further, Luna made a bold move. Latterly, Will and Electra bandied boundaries, while Luna reported back to Sheila, proud of how she handled the situation. Steffi and Finn reaffirmed their decision to keep Luna out of their lives, despite Finn's natural connection to her. Although Finn agreed with Steffi on the face, he continued to scuffle with his passions behind the scenes. His internal conflict came more egregious when Taylor arrived and counted by on the situation, roughly censuring Luna and Sheila. Finn was visibly uncomfortable as Taylor disrespected both women, but he kept his lips zipped. Meanwhile, Sheila completely embraced her tone-placarded part as Luna's grandmother. She promised to watch for her and remained confident that Finn would ultimately come around, convinced they would each be a united family one day. Luna, meanwhile, participated her passion with Will, revealing she used to catch on him and gave a pictorial account of their recent hassle at a eatery, leaving out that Will had rejected her. All the while, Electra was mealy upon learning Luna had made a move on Will. After attesting all the details with him, she stormed off to defy Luna face to face. Electra tracked her down at Sheila's apartment and advised her to stay down. Luna's response? A trim laugh. Back in the design room, Will set up himself lost in study, torn between Electra's love and Luna's tempting. Finn and Steffi participated a quiet moment at home where they bandied the shocking verity about Luna. Although Luna turned out to be Finn's son, the fact that she was also a killer counted heavily on them. Finn understood the assignment and promised to cover their family, no matter what. Meanwhile, Luna flirted heavily with Will, and the chemistry between them snappily boosted. Will admitted that it was delicate not to reach out and snare her, which transferred Luna conking. But the mood changed suddenly when Will revealed he wanted to snare her only to push her down. He made it sorrowfully clear that she had no chance with him. Meanwhile, Electra latterly commended Ivy about her situation with Will. While she appreciated his interest in taking effects further, she wasn't ready. Ivy suspected Will's smooth talk was further of the same glutton routine numerous women had heard before. Still, she comforted Electra that Will sounded genuine and would stay until she was comfortable. Sheila and Deacon discorded over Luna. Cleric was firm that Sheila could pursue a relationship with her granddaughter, but he'd not be a part of it. Sheila claimed she loved Deacon further than the idea of family, yet the moment he left, she called Luna. Sheila told her nothing would stop her from being a grandmother and indeed suggested that Finn might one day be in their lives, too.